Hi everyone, I'm Rubina A Khan and welcome to the 11th edition of Rubina's Radar. Today I'm in conversation with an icon who's been a part of India's cricket 11 since 1978 and went on to create sporting history with the fire he brought to the game and continued to play for 16 years, winning India's first ever World Cup in 1983 at Lord's. He is the fire really. You all know who he is. He is India's glorious hero and champion, the ever smiling and affable Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikhanj. An all-rounder on the cricketing field with exemplary batting, bowling and fielding skills, he is considered the greatest captain of all time. And legends like him, they never retire. He's also someone who makes everything he says, does and wears fearlessly fashionable. From live cricket to live conversations, Kapil Dev everyone. Hi sir, good evening.
First of all, let me say sorry.
I can hear you now. Yes, good evening sir.
I said I apologize because for last half an hour I'm trying. I don't know the new technology, but I'm trying to work out. Finally, it took me half an hour.
But thank you so much for trying. You're not just a hero, you're a superhero for trying something new and successfully doing so.
Thank you very much.
And so let's start with the first question which I have for you today. Is that you became a cricketer by accident at age 13. What I want to know is, आपके पिताजी श्री रामलाल निखंज और आपकी माताजी मिसेस राजकुमारी निखंज, उनका इस बारे में क्या ख्याल था कि 13 साल पे लड़का बैट और बल्ला लेके चला गया?
को पता ही नहीं था क्रिकेट क्या होती है, तो उनको क्या पता, उसका कुछ कह ही नहीं सकते थे. So it's just I had a passion to play, and they said all the time he's playing with the lakdi ke saath khelta rehta hai. So being a farmer, come into the cities after the partition, so they didn't know nothing about cricket. But when your son's name start coming in newspaper and your photograph, the parents get little more excited and they.
तो आप कह रहे थे कि अपने बच्चे की तस्वीरें देख के फिर आपके पेरेंट्स बहुत इनकरेज हो गए और खुश हो गए.
I think they must have felt happy. I don't know about that, but I was just want to play all the time, and that was it.
तो फिर आपने स्कूल कॉलेज किया या पढ़ाई छोड़ दी और बिल्कुल क्रिकेट में आ गए?
नहीं, I did my schooling, I did my college. I couldn't finish my final years because I got selected on to play for India. So
Yes.
I went to Chandigarh DAV College, but final years में नहीं जा सका क्योंकि या तो टेस्ट मैच खेलो या फाइनल के एग्जाम दो. For me, playing for the country was much bigger than anything else.
That was a better test to pass, huh?
Yes, but you feel bad also, sorry also. I wish I would have done that, but nevertheless, what I dreamt and what I had passion for, I achieved that.
और किस मुकाम पे आप पहुंचे वो भी बहुत ही माशाल्लाह है. तो ये बताइए, see, historic fame and glory were chasing you, but what were you chasing when you started playing cricket?
Oh, I just had a passion to play. It doesn't matter what game. As you said in the beginning, even flying kite or playing marbles or doing anything, I just want to play. That was my nature to just go and express myself on the playground. And it
Right.
happened slowly. I joined cricket and I start enjoying that. And when you play cricket and people start respecting you and giving you so much love, you feel very happy about that.
Right. But yeah, you became a world-class medium pacer. And मुझे माफ कीजिए, मुझे terms पता है, पर ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं पता है इसमें. You developed a superb outswinger and then later on an in-swinger, which became your hallmark. But what I understand is India's dry and dusty pitches are not conducive to your kind of bowling.
Oh.
तो वो कैसे आपने इजाद किया, आप fast bowler कैसे बने?
I don't think so that you can say not my type of pitches, because if you haven't eaten a chocolate, you don't know the taste of chocolate. So I never seen any other pitches. So for me, Indian pitches was fine. It's just you feel happy to bowl to other people. And so I don't think so. I had a frame of mind ki fast pitches honi chahiye or something like that. I just want to play. And that was the bottom line.
तो जज्बा जो था वो गेम और हर चीज से बहुत आगे था, जज्बा था में बहुत ज्यादा.
I think, yeah, you can say jazba, passion, that was the most important thing. And playing cricket, you can run away from a lot of other things. You're playing football, just go for 2 hours, go back to the class. Here, you're playing cricket, you go for 3 days. So my fun was, my passion was, my education was to play cricket. That's it.
So you became India's highest wicket taker with your raw pace as a fast bowler. So on February 8th, 1994, when you broke Sir Richard Hadley's record of 431 wickets and you took your 432nd wicket, was it your sheer determination कि मुझे करना है या फिर आपकी practice काम आई?
No, I think halfway through, in the beginning, you don't realize all these things, record, awards, anything. You just want to go out and play. And suddenly you reach at that one stage where you can say, you can be number one in the world. And that's give you the kick. You start dreaming and you start feeling, is that possible? I played this game for fun, but suddenly where number come out, you can be number one in the world. Then you start looking totally differently and start working very hard and say, oh, I have another goal. Every human being have to have a goal, and you keep on achieving your goal and start setting a new target.
Indeed. So everyone talks about your World Cup win. 83 is your, it's you. 83, the year is you. But मुझे जो पूछना है कि when India was at 17 for 5 and you went and smashed a 175 not out at Tunbridge Wells, what was your mind frame when you went to the game, which was already looking like a losing semi-final proposition? Because that's the game that turned it for India.
Rubina, one thing I'll tell you, I don't remember. That happened around about 40 years back. And if I remember all this thing, I should have been doctor, engineer, or scientist. So I don't remember what happened that day. It's just you go and play. And yes, disgusted what happened to our team. And you go there and you say, Aaj meri izzat bacha lo, aaj meri izzat bacha lo. So you're talking to yourself and just... nothing more than that, and slowly you start getting into the game, you start understanding the game, and once you understand, you reach in a position or place where you can say, okay, we haven't done so bad, and that's where the things start changing. Then I start attacking. God had made for everybody certain days. God made every days for everyone, but certain days is for you, for every human being, is very special. Perhaps that day God have created for me, and I feel that, and I said, I don't have to do anything stupid today. I have to be good enough to handle this situation, and that was it.
And after the game, of course, it's considered the greatest one-day innings of all time. And that's the game against Zimbabwe which led you to the World Cup final, which of course you lifted the trophy.
I wouldn't say that's the game. I think that's the game everybody, when you come out from that dump area, absolutely down and out, and you come out and win the match, I think the self-belief within the team increased. That's what the sports is all about. It's once you start believing you can achieve it, you can achieve it. And that's the time teams start believing. It's not me personally. It's every team, every member of the team said, oh, we can do it. We can win the championship. And that was it.
And that's what you all did together.
We were lucky also.
You're very modest. So I think that was also the innings where the Natraj pose or the Natraj shot came into play in terms of photographs. So do you think you look like a Natraj, or do you think it's just a hype?
Oh, I was so uneducated. I didn't know all these things. But, the writers and commentator, all these people are very technical. So they see my pose and that, and some wise guy must have come out with that he hit a Natraj shot. And that's how it become. I didn't know what is Nasraj shot is. I was just playing my normal game. But again, wise people on the press box, they can change so many things.
And perceptions of people. But I think you definitely danced on the field because you're an exemplary batsman, bowler, and fielder, and you lead by example. But I think the real life dancing, you do it only with your wife, Romy. Is that true?
Oh, I'm not a dancer. Once you reach a certain time and you have to move your legs, which it's very difficult on this age, you can move too many legs. But yes, you take your wife, and if you can dance on your friend's birthday or anniversary or celebration, why not? I think once you reach at my age 60 plus, then you start saying, what the hell, yeah, let's enjoy our life. And you become totally a different person.
From the disciplined sportsman, because you were very disciplined then.
Oh, that was part of that, but you can't say we are all disciplined. Certain people's sigma goes much bigger, but I think I wouldn't say I was totally disciplined. I did wrong things also in my life.
Like, tell
so
me
many
one
things,
thing.
so many night life, going to disco, dance, and when you look back, you can say you should have been more careful. But when you are 20s, you don't look that. You're totally a different mindset. Yeah. But when you're 40, then you're a different mindset. When you become 60, you're a different mindset. You can assess the life much differently.
So they say that you bought a luxury car right after the 1983 win. Is that true? To treat yourself?
No, I got small Maruti car after 83.
You bought it for yourself?
The first big car, I bought it myself, but that's part and parcel of life. I'm not looking, I would say the motorbike and scooter and bicycle was good enough too.
Of course. And that's what makes you the hero of all time. So do you think that you were reborn in 1983? Everything comes back to the axis of 83? Your whole life, the middle point?
Not really. It's a part of that when you play cricket. Yes, you start dreaming and you start thinking. First of all, winning the World Cup was changed our thought process, which was very, very important. Before that, you are just playing for your country, and suddenly you come and win the championship. Your thought process changed. Then you say, "Oh, we can do this also. We can do this also." It's just opening of certain things come into your head.
Right. So what do you guys talk about in the dressing room? We've heard rumors, but before and after winning a game, what is the larger conversation about?
Let me say, let's not talk on the camera front of that. What we talk, let it keep it there. Let's not bring it there. That's
what I thought.
That's very personal with the team, and you want to share a lot of things, but not the dressing room stories. I think
that's very secret.
It should remain there with you, and it will go with you.
Right. That's a good way to look at it, because no one really knows even now. होता क्या है, बातें क्या होती हैं?
No, rumors होते हैं. हमने बहुत मजे किए. जीतने के बाद इतने मजे किए कि कैसे बताएं कि हमने शैंपेन भी पी, दूध भी पिया, खाना भी खाया, खाना मिला भी नहीं उस दिन. All those things. But again, when you never ever dreamt something like that and you achieve, half of the time you are blank. You don't know what to do.
So did you have a belief ritual before a game? Like any kind of thing that I must do this before the game? Personal?
No, I think a team meeting used to be there, and we used to say, let's play like that, and those type of things. Whatever the storytellers are more important people. I don't think so we have any ritual or anything like that. We used to go and express ourselves, and when you start winning, the stories start coming, and sometimes we also don't know really this happened, but the storyteller can put namak, mirch, masala, and they can make it much bigger. And we were a bunch of guys who want to just enjoy ourselves and play cricket.
So when you used to walk onto the field to take your batting or bowling position, everyone is screaming your name and all that. Did you ever feel the pressure, or आपको सुनाई नहीं देता था? You were so
I think
focused.
mostly you're deaf. आपको सुनाई नहीं
White
देता.
noise.
And I think back of the mind what's happening, but if your mind goes out of the ground or into the crowd, that means your focus is not there. I think that's what you learn from very young age. You're ready to start focus. It's like putting a blinkers. घोड़े के डाल देते ना blinkers, वो इधर उधर नहीं देख सकता. हमारा भी वही होता था कि सफेद कपड़े डाल के जब ग्राउंड में उतर गए ना, तो फिर इधर उधर देखने का मौका नहीं मिलता.
कुछ सुनाई नहीं देता था.
वो देता भी था तो, but you are not registering anything. So many times in a public you are shaking hand, but you are not known whom you are shaking hand with.
So you like an out of body experience only, ना? कि हवाओं में होते हैं आदमी, समझ में नहीं आ रहा हम हैं यहाँ कि नहीं.
नहीं, हवाओं में नहीं, जमीन पे रहते थे. हवाओं की अक्सर बातें किया करते थे.
और हवाएं छुई भी हैं सबने अपने रिकॉर्ड्स बनाए. So you spend most of your public life, जैसे आपने बोला, सफेद यूनिफॉर्म, टीम कलर्स, फिर then it became blue. But आपको ऑफ द फील्ड पहनना क्या अच्छा लगता था? जब आप ये
I was a foodie. I wasn't a person who liked to drink so much. So I was a foodie. I used to look for a different food, not only Indian food. I used to express myself and say, यार कुछ भी different खाने को होना चाहिए and fresh होना चाहिए. So, and you go and see the world, your change, perception totally change.
And what did you like to wear off the field?
कुछ भी मिल जाए,
कपड़े पहनने का शौक था आपको तब?
I think उस समय तो जीन्स शाम को डाल दिया तो बहुत था, क्योंकि उस टाइम जीन्स मिलती भी नहीं थी. तो आपके पास एक होती थी, आप उतारते भी नहीं थे, मौका मिलता था रात को भी डाल के सो जाते थे. So those type of simple, how we used to live. Yeah, story people will say कि हाँ सूट होते थे, अरमानी, बॉस, this that. हमें नहीं मालूम, हम तो ये कहते थे यार चलो अच्छे कपड़े साफ सुथरे मिल जाए और ड्राई क्लीन वाले मिल जाए तो काफी है, क्योंकि अपने आप से हाथ से धोने में बहुत तकलीफ होती थी.
वो भी सफेद कपड़े.
और इतने पैसे होते नहीं थे कि हम जाके कह सके कि चलो ड्राई क्लीन दे दे.
So अभी आपका फैशन स्टाइल क्या है?
कुछ भी नहीं, जो मिल गया डाल दिया. Whatever.
क्या अगर शॉपिंग करने गए तो क्या पहनना, क्या खरीदना चाहेंगे आप?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Whatever it likes you like something in the window and you say यार ये शर्ट ठीक है तो ले लिया. So it's not कि you go mad. It's just anything आपको अब पसंद आई तो आप उठा लेते हो. लेकिन जब आप छोटे हो, पैसे जेब में नहीं है, सब कुछ पसंद है और खरीद कुछ भी नहीं सकते.
Right. Somebody else has the power to buy it for you. तब तो कुछ नहीं, सभी चीज अच्छी लगती है तब.
जी.
So आपने बहुत ट्रॉफीज जीती है, अर्जुन अवार्ड, पद्मश्री, पद्म भूषण, विजडम क्रिकेटर ऑफ द 20th century. I mean, आपने मुझे बताया कि आप घर में रखते नहीं है, you don't make your house like a museum of hall of fame. तो ये लोगों को बताइए कि आप क्यों नहीं करते हैं? And do you keep any memorabilia at all? कोई एक बैट, कोई एक बॉल?
I have few things, maybe 2-3 ट्रॉफी पड़ी होंगी घर पे. I can ask you the simple thing. Do you have all the things what you got in your school? No. You move on in life. But if you done very good in school, you don't keep this memory throughout. You can have odd picture, you can have odd trophy, and you can't say, I want to keep on looking my trophies and I want to spend my life. No. That's gone. That's past. That's history. You have to move on. I've given all my trophy to my friends on their birthdays, on something. I said they can keep it much better than me, because if you have too many, anything of excess, you're not going to value that. So till today, if I find something in my anywhere lying in my house, in storage, which I think I'm not giving value, I'll go and give it to my friend. I said, yeah, tu rakh le, you love cricket. I played cricket.
ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत एहसास है और तरीका है अपनी legacy छोड़ने का. Instead of keeping it in your own house, it's living in other people's homes who
No,
love
I
your
think
sport.
that become a museum. I don't want to live in a museum.
Right.
I want to move on in life, and यही मेरा एक एम था लाइफ में कि नहीं, मेरे को ट्रॉफी, मेरे को अपना घर, ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि ये टोटल क्रिकेट के फोटोग्राफ्स इनमें, बचपन की फोटोग्राफ नहीं बाबा, दूसरों की लगाओ, आप निकलो ना आगे. लेट्स, इफ पीपल लव्स यू, दे लव यू also, but I don't want to have my house is like a museum. That's my perception, but I won't say other people, other cricketer want to keep it, please keep it, but मैं नहीं रख सकता.
But that's really a wonderful way to look at your life. I think it's marvelous. I'm very inspired. मैं आपको पहले भी बोल चुकी हूँ, ये बहुत ही inspirational बात है. So you're the only Asian founding member of the Laureus Awards in 2000. वो कैसे हुआ?
हाँ, अभी तो काफी हैं, बीच में राहुल द्रविड़ भी था.
नहीं, but आप तो फाउंडिंग मेंबर थे ना?
Actually क्या हुआ कि हम इंग्लैंड में थे, and our friend, South African friend Johan Rupert, who was Dunhill and उसका ओनर था, and he come out with that कि ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए. So he made a member of 7 people, and they said this is what we want to do eventually. So they asked me, they said, you come from India. India is such a powerful country then at that moment, and we would like, if you can become I said, that's my, it was my pleasure to be a part of such an organization who are giving award to the other sports people. And I was very happy and lucky to be there at that very moment.
Now they have other people, but you were the first. That was the whole point. कि आपने एक शुरुआत बहुत बेहतरीन उसमें भी की. So have you ever met a sports personality or any person who has turned you into a fan, who inspired you to improve your life or something, a thought?
Rubina, one thing understand, in my life, my main aim is, can I learn every day something? Like I'm talking to you, can I learn something? And when you meet a sports people or successful people in different fields, everybody have something different to offer to the world. And I try to grab as much as I can, because learning is the most important thing, and knowledge will make you more successful and more powerful, and you feel much more happy. So I changed my thought process halfway through my life. मेरे को और सीखना है जिंदगी में, मेरे को और सीखना है. And then you come to know, more you read, more you come to know how illiterate you are, and that's what it happened with me.
No, I wouldn't call that being illiterate. It could be like, you feel a little bit more completed with every day's new coming into your life.
No,
Illiteracy
Rubina.
तो जाहिल हो जाता है ना?
No, Rubina, when you come to know कि दुनिया में इतना कुछ सीखने के लिए है, और आपको तो सिर्फ इतना ही पता है, और जब कुछ पता ही नहीं तो आप फिर कुछ जज ही नहीं कर सकते. When you come to know, wow, the world is so big, and more you read, more you come to know, more you come to know, and more you come to know how much more for me to learn in the world. And that's where you start saying, यार हमें तो कुछ भी नहीं पता जिंदगी में.
Right, indeed. So, नई चीजों में बात करते हुए, you left cricket in 1994 and you took up golf, and now you're a board member at Professional Golf Tour of India. So congratulations. So I want to know, when can I see you playing a double eagle?
When do you want to see me playing?
A double eagle. There's only one guy in the world. He's the American golfer Jeff McAtee. He played 2 double eagles in a major in 1994. तो आप वो रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दीजिए.
मेरे को रिकॉर्ड तोड़ना नहीं है, मैं तो खेलता हूँ पैशन के लिए, और उसमें अगर कुछ रिकॉर्ड बनता है तो यू फील वेरी हैप्पी. आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन वेयर, जब आप मजे कर रहे हो तो आप रिकॉर्ड बनाने का मत सोचो. व्हेन यू taking your girlfriend out, don't try to set a record there. You just go and enjoy yourself, express yourself, and when you play, just express yourself, enjoy, have fun, and that's in that mode. If you make a record or something comes out, you feel proud about that.
Right. So, what's your best golf shot so far?
oh, it's a golf shot is not something, but I feel very proud to be. If I'm in the bunker, I love beaches. If I'm in the bunker, I can play better than other people. I feel proud about that.
That's wonderful. So your first ad was for Palmolive shaving cream, जिसमें आपकी tagline थी Palmolive दा जवाब नहीं, which became Kapil दा जवाब नहीं. I am interested to know, because that's the time when sports stars became, models for endorsements. What were you paid? If you're comfortable, you say it. Otherwise, don't say it. But I just wonder, what was your fee for modeling for Palmolive then?
I don't know, 20,000, 50,000, लाख रुपए के बीच में मिला होगा कुछ ऐसा, मेरे को तो याद भी नहीं.
हाँ. And ये वर्ल्ड कप के पहले था या बाद में था? पहले होगा.
I think पहले था, and I must say on your show, Rubina, that in our country, those ad people or people who handle all this, they are very smart, they are very intelligent, they know how to get the best out of people like me. And I would say the tagline started from there. Palmolive da jawab nahi or ka jawab nahi, I don't know what was that. So I think those people used people like us so well, and we should say thank you guys, you've given me opportunity.
And then now no one can make you endorse them for that kind of number at all, because now you're a little bit smarter than them.
No, it's not smarter. At that time that money was big enough, so why to say.
Yes, मैं कहना चाह रही हूँ कि I feel that आज तो Instagram हमारे पास गोगली खेल रहा है. ये out swinger, in swinger सारे balls आ रहे हैं. So आप कह रहे थे कि we were talking about advertising, and then you were saying कि it's not about being smart, it's about something else.
No, I was saying that उस समय अगर आपको 1 लाख रुपया भी मिला है या 50,000 भी मिले हैं तो बहुत थे. ऐसा नहीं था कि हम समझदार नहीं थे या आज ज्यादा समझदार है. उस समय 50,000 की बहुत वैल्यू थी या 1 लाख की इतनी वैल्यू थी कि you can buy a flat. So let's not put it that way. कि
right.
That money wasn't there. That was good enough for me.
For that time, yes. So I think आपकी जो smile है वो इतनी real है. आपको टूथपेस्ट का ऐड क्यों नहीं मिला?
I think कोई इतना समझदार नहीं था.
You are the best smile in the sporting world. You should have got a toothpaste ad. अच्छा, आपने खुद कहा है कि आपको अंग्रेजी नहीं आती थी जब आप छोटे थे. And you learned.
That's not my native language. अभी भी नहीं आती. आपके साथ वो बोलना पड़ता है तो वो बात अलग.
मैं दोनों में बहुत फ्लुएंट हूँ. तो आपने एक ऐड किया था रैपिडेक्स इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कोर्स का. तो सच में उसने आपको हेल्प किया या आपने खुद को इंग्लिश पढ़ाई?
नहीं, वो मेरे को पैसे दिए तो मैंने ऐड किया था.
बट सीखा कैसे खुद से?
I think over the period of time, look, when you gone to the college, you know basic, but you didn't have the flow. You don't know, your word doesn't come out because in where we come from, English today is totally different. उस समय थोड़ी कोई इंग्लिश बोलता था तो सारे छेड़ने लग पड़े, बड़ा अंग्रेज आया. तो वहाँ हैबिट ही नहीं होती थी. आज तो आप छोटे छोटे गांव में जाओ तो बच्चा इतना अच्छे इंग्लिश बोलते हैं. हमने तो सीखा या बोलना या समझ आई कि यार बोलना पड़ेगा जब टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेली. सो मुझे नहीं लगता दैट वाज द थिंग, बिकॉज ओनली थिंग इज जब आपको नहीं आती, सीखने की इच्छा है तो you can learn anything, and slowly you start talking, your vocabulary, your talking, your mannerism, everything change. More you come to know about the world, you change slowly. Yes, if you don't want to change, then I think it's sad because the world is given you opportunity, given you stage. You must change yourself with the time.
Yes, indeed. So I think you exemplify what Nelson Mandela said at the inaugural speech of the inaugural Laureus Awards in 2000. He said, "Sport has the power to change
the world,
inspire, and unite people in a way that little does. It speaks to the youth in a language that they understand. It creates hope when there's despair. And he also said in the same speech, sport is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. So, what do you think about that statement?
I think wonderful. The bottom line is sports have a power to change the world, because that's how the world is all about. In last 30, 40, 50 years, see, the sports people have slowly and surely have changed the world.
It's true. So, do you have a best friend from your early cricket days or from within the national team?
Oh yes.
आपका BFF है? आपका BFF?
ऐसा है कि when you start playing with a team 15 years, then your cricketing player colleagues become your friends much more than the real school guys, because you're not spending time for 10 years, you haven't seen them or talk or spend time. So you drift away somehow. You want to go back to the same guys, but you already drifted so much. So it was very difficult to go back to the same old friends. Yes, you have few friends, but on the way you start making new friends, and your team colleagues become your brother, your friends, everything, because 90% you're spending time with them and sharing good and bad things with them.
Right. So do you think women outnumbered men as your fans?
I don't know. I wasn't a woman's man. Let me put it that way. Yes, in my team, there were a lot of smarter guys and good-looking guys. I think the women used to look up to them, and I used to feel jealous. That's okay. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. But yes, I wasn't a woman's man. But I was always loved by young kids and grandparents. Somehow, I don't know why. All the grandparents.
No, I know. My grandmother watches your game. She has a question for you today, which will come to the end. I'll ask.
Okay.
She has asked me to ask you a question. She has never done that in her life.
So
grandparents, I believe.
That's where I said the old people and very young people is my fan always, and it's wonderful to give their smile on their face.
No, but you're being modest. There are a lot of women who adore you and still think of you as the hero of all time.
No, let's forget it. Let's not get carried away about that. I think we passed that age, and not to say the woman there, you know where you stand.
Okay. So you seem like a very fearless person. Are you?
I don't know what you say fearless. Everybody is fearless. Certain people have a different parameter in their life. Certain people are different. I only say if I reach at this level, if I can't give my mind and what I don't want to say, I shouldn't say. If I want to say to my opponent also, I shouldn't hide. That's how you make your personality. I don't have to make anybody happy. But if I like you, I should say, with love and affection, you are such a fantastic person. If I don't like you, I don't have to, try to go and say, no, you are very good. I think that's what I learned over the period of time. You can say it's fearless, or you can say honest, or I don't know what to put it.
Okay, so another question. What is the source of your light and humility? You spread light everywhere you go, and your humility is beyond. What is the source of that?
I think my mom used to say always, if you can give smile to other people's life, I think God is kind to you. So never ever try to do something. If people come to you, why not? So many people in the world, they don't go. They are coming to you. So you should be always respectful and always have a full love for those people who come to see you. And that's it. Everybody has a talent, but your talent is recognized by other people. You should be proud and kind and humble to the God.
So, you have a very calm disposition. हमेशा cool, collected लगते हैं आप. ये कैसे है?
मुझे नहीं ऐसा लगता. ग्राउंड में
लगता ही नहीं कि आप कभी गुस्सा कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, ग्राउंड में तो मैं कभी ऐसा नहीं था कि गुस्सा नहीं करता था. Yes, I have seen my father was very, very strong-headed, and I was growing up and I said, क्यों गुस्सा करते हैं लोग इतना? So I trained myself कि गुस्सा नहीं करना, कि जो कुछ नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. So a lot of things I trained myself to reach at that. गुस्से से आपको कुछ मिलना नहीं है. गुस्से से you will always get a bad result, or you will say something which is going to harm you somewhere along the line.
That's true. So आपको खाना बेंतिया पसंद है, आप खुद कह चुके हैं इतना कि आप हॉस्पिटैलिटी बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट भी कर चुके हैं. तो
खाना
ऐसी
पसंद.
कौन सा खाना है जो
खाना
आपको अपने
पसंद.
बचपन के घर में ले जाता है?
खाना पसंद है भाई. बचपन में तो ये होता था, इतनी भूख लगती थी, कुछ भी मिल जाए तो पसंद होता था. Then you start seeing the world and you start developing your taste, then things change. When you are young and when you come from a joint family, आपकी पसंद और नापसंद वहां पर कोई मायना नहीं रखती. When in a joint family, you used to go and ask, मम्मा क्या बना है? और उसमें आपकी कोई पसंद है ही नहीं. जो बना है वही सबसे अच्छा है.
तो कोई ऐसा खाना जो आज घर पे आपके बनता है जो आपको पुरानी याद ले आता है?
नहीं, मैं कहता हूँ जो आपको बनाना है बनाओ, मैं खाऊंगा. I like to be more accommodating to my cook, the people who are working with me, my domestic helper. I said जो ठीक लगता है वो बनाओ ना. And I somehow very young age always believe जो खाना आया वो सबसे अच्छा है.
राइट, बिल्कुल. मेरी नानी भी ये कहती है, जो सामने है वो बेहतर है. तो आप कुक करते हैं?
अगर to save my life I will cook, but अगर है अगर है otherwise no. Yeah, sometime barbecue or something's happening, I will definitely use my hand. Otherwise जब हैं लोग कर रहे हैं तो क्यों नहीं, ये उनका जॉब है वो करें.
तो what kind of music do you like listening to? इस वक्त आप क्या सुनते हैं, आजकल क्या सुनते हैं आप?
Old Hindi song. English तो समझ नहीं आती, तो old Hindi song is good enough.
मैं आपको एक दो सॉन्ग्स भेजूंगी जो आपको अच्छे लगेंगे. इंग्लिश अच्छे लगेंगे आपको.
बस समझ आने चाहिए.
नहीं, समझ आ जाएंगे. बहुत स्मूथ इजी साउंड है उनका.
हाँ, क्योंकि रॉक म्यूजिक मेरे को समझ नहीं आता.
No, I don't like rock. Pop, slow, easy, like a ballad, easier. So how is working from home been? आप घर पे पहनते भी क्या हैं? आप पहनते क्या हैं? पहले ये बताइए. मैं सबसे पूछती हूँ, what do you wear at home?
Short and
lockdown and घर में बैठे हैं सब.
Short and a t-shirt. If you have a winter, you wear trouser. But you summer you just say shorts and a t-shirt is good enough.
So you've been working from home, or do you go to your own office now? How does it work?
Oh, at the moment I'm sitting in an office talking to you. I come to the office and I spend 4 to 6 hours in the office. Then I go and play golf and do whatever I like to do there. I don't want to spend more than 4 to 6 hours because I believe in quality, not quantity.
Wonderful. Everything you say is like, should be written down as a note to self, So what's the first thing you do in the morning and the last thing at night?
I don't remember what I do last thing in the night because you're sleeping. You don't remember kya hua tha last.
Just before going to bed. Just before.
Yeah, just you eat food, watch TV, and while watching TV, you start dozing out and you're off. And suddenly you have to switch off the last thing I remember, I have to switch off the remotes and put it off television. And first thing in the morning, you get up, look for a cup of tea or haldi ka pani. That's what my routine is.
So you drink haldi ka pani?
हल्दी एंड नींबू और अदरक उसमें थोड़ा सा उबाल के पी लेते हैं. कहते हैं हल्दी सबसे अच्छा है. So last so many years I'm doing that.
So do you have a favorite innings?
My life is an inning and that's favorite.
My God, I love that. That's so cool. Best. What can you not resist in life?
Uh, I think I can resist everything, but a fresh, hot food, it's very difficult not to taste. Goes to the kitchen and something they're cooking, I will taste that, and I can't resist that.
Okay. When are you at your happiest?
Always, I think with my daughter, I'm most happiest person. Uh, we had our daughter after almost 14 years, so you keep on planning and planning and planning, and when you have a daughter, and then you just want to see what she have to say or what she want to do, and you feel happy about that. Both husband and wife just look up to your kid, and you start enjoying that.
Yeah. And she's a lovely girl, lovely girl. So one of my friends, I have three questions from three different people for you. So one of my really good friends, Yogen, has asked me to ask you, what's the secret to your beautiful, friendly smile? And how do you manage to stay happy?
I don't know, Smile, what you are talking to me. I
अब
don't
ये
think so.
पब्लिक परसेप्शन है, अब क्या करें?
No, अगर सक्सेसफुल की परसेप्शन है तो वो डिफरेंट है. अगर कोई सक्सेसफुल नहीं है फिर आपको वो लगता है स्मार्ट, तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट. People misjudge sometimes. When you're famous, they start thinking, oh, he's good looking. When I was young, my sister's cycle got punctured, bicycle, and she said, Bhaiya, come with me. And that cycle shopkeeper, he said, Madam, आप जाइए अपने नौकर को छोड़ जाइए. So I know where I stand. So nobody can fool around. So I know where I stand.
No, but he wants to know कि smile आपका इतना खुशबाश कैसे है? उसका तो जवाब दे.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, somebody said that. Tell him or her, whoever. Say thank you very much.
Okay. And fashion designer Narendra Kumar wants to know, when you tied your shoelaces just before you went to the crease, when you went as a bowler, did your mind frame change? And when you went as a batsman, did your mind frame change? Or was it the same focus?
You don't bother even till you tie your laces because your mind is occupied on the bigger thing. You don't bother about that. When you are on the traffic light, do you ever bother you're putting brake or not putting brake? It's something like that. For me, it was just tie the laces and don't know how to tie the laces and go and play. And that playing is more important than tying laces. And I don't even bother about what I was wearing.
So my grandmother's question is this, कि उनसे पूछना है कि वो इतने बड़े क्रिकेटर कैसे बने? बहुत प्रैक्टिस की होगी. This is what she says.
नहीं, अपने बोलना, दादी को बोलना,
नानी,
बहुत शरारतें की हैं, बहुत शरारतें की हैं, और शरारतों में ही सब कुछ खेलना सीख गया. But I was a naughty boy.
Mashallah. So everyone talks about your achievements, but what is your biggest achievement, or is it yet to come?
No, playing for the country is the biggest achievement. Not winning the World Cup. Not winning the World Cup. I think when you represent your country, when you start as a kid, I think that's much more bigger than other things will come. But that's the most important thing, I would say, till today, the day I represent my country.
So, who do you give in to more? Your wife, Romy, or your daughter, Amia?
Why I have to distribute? I give them both everything. So why?
नहीं, मतलब जैसे किसी की कोई बात में ना ही नहीं कर सकते.
No, मेरे को अगर मैं कर सकता हूँ तो ना क्यों करनी? चाहे वो डॉटर हो या वाइफ हो या मेरे ऑफिस में हो, it's all depend. Can I give them so much? If I have, why not? There is no problem about that.
So you're such a wonderful soul, I tell you. When आपको बोला था we have to do something together, I'm like, I can't get over it, and I want to tell you, I'm really so happy that you did this, and I'm very grateful. And मैं आपका बेइंतहा शुक्रिया करना चाहती हूँ.
और मैं आपके इस शो पे माफी चाहता हूँ कि टेक्नोलॉजी इज नॉट माय फोर्टे. मैं माफी चाहता हूँ कि लेट हो गया. अगर कोई कोई आपके जो गेस्ट हैं वो इंतजार करते रहे तो उसके लिए मैं माफी मांग सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे पता ही नहीं कैसे होता है। तो कोशिश करके, थैंक गॉड आई सक्सीडेड in the end with my office help, not only totally my
Right.
being there.
So this has been wonderful. Thank you so very much, and thank you to
Thank you.
Rajesh ji also for
Yes,
helping us.
good luck, all the best. I'll tell Rajesh.
Okay. See you
Okay.
soon.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Bye.